a bit. Think about CSS's core philosophy, separation of concerns.
Right. Keeping structure separate from presentation, HTML for meaning, CSS for looks.
Before CSS, it was a mess. You had font color red tags littered everywhere.
Yes. Or inline style attributes on every element.
Exactly. Imagine changing a site's color scheme. You'd be editing hundreds, maybe thousands of HTML files. Nightmare.
Maintainability must have been terrible.
Awful. CSS fixed that. You move all the styling rules into separate .css files. Your HTML becomes cleaner, focused on structure.
And you could reuse styles easily, right? Link the same style sheet to multiple pages.
Yes. Huge benefit. Plus, browsers can cache that external CSS file. So after the first page load, other pages using the same styles load faster. Big performance win.
And CSS itself has changed a lot over the years.
Oh, yeah. CSS1 in the mid-90s was the start. CSS2 added more layout stuff. Then CSS 2.1 was really important. It focused on fixing inconsistencies, making things work the same across browsers.
Getting everyone on the same page.
Kinda. Then CSS 3 was a big shift. It became modular. So instead of one giant spec, features like animations, flexbox, grid became separate modules. They could evolve independently.
Makes sense. Allows for faster progress.
And now we're seeing CSS4 modules being developed, adding even more capabilities. It never stops evolving, really.
It definitely keeps us on our toes. Now, to actually use all this power, we need to target elements, selectors.
The foundation of applying styles. You need to tell the browser what to style.
So the basics are things like element tags, right? H1.
Yep. Element selectors. Then you have class selectors, starting with a dot, like dot important dash notice.
And classes can be used on multiple elements.
Correct. Unlike ID selectors, which start with a hash, like hashtag main content, IDs should be unique on a page.
Good distinction. And they're case sensitive.
Yes, classes and IDs are case sensitive, and there are rules about what characters you can use in their names, basically letters, numbers, hyphens, underscores, mostly.
Okay. And then there are those pseudo things, pseudo classes and pseudo elements.
Right. Pseudo classes target states or relationships not directly in the HTML, like .hover for when the mouse is over an element, or .focus for keyboard focus, or int_child for selecting specific children.
Stuff that changes dynamically or depends on position.
Exactly. Pseudo elements let you style parts of an element, like first line to style just the first line of a paragraph, or before and after to insert generated content.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Before and after ones. They use double colons now, right?
That's the modern convention, yeah. Double colon for pseudo elements, single for pseudo classes, though browsers usually accept single colons for older pseudo elements too for compatibility.
Got it. And what about selecting things based on their relationship, like only paragraphs inside a specific div?
Combinators. The space combinator selects descendants, anything nested inside at any level.
So div p gets all paragraphs anywhere inside a div.
Correct. The greater than sign is the child combinator. It only selects direct children. Div p only gets paragraphs that are immediately inside a div, not further nested.
Okay, more specific.
Then the plus sign, plus, is the adjacent sibling combinator. It selects an element that immediately follows another specific element at the same level.
Like h2 plus p gets the first paragraph right after an h2.
Exactly. And the tilde is the general sibling combinator that selects